Hello, guys and girls. Thanks for joining me for this cusp reading. Is for those born on the Leo Virgo cusp. Thanks for your patience. It's been pretty extreme in my world as of late, and I can't do these readings if I don't have the appropriate amount of time and energy, and if it's just not feeling right? So I do thank you for your patience. These readings are for December, probably till the end of the new year, and I want to wish you guys all the best in your endeavors and your journeys at this time. We're going to split up this Dreamers of Gaia Tarot to see what's going on for your Leo side and what's going on for your Virgo side. Then we'll pull some tarot and some clarifiers to get a good understanding of what we might be experiencing, going through, or can expect through the month of December. Okay, I feel like we're ready to go here. So let's take a look at your Leo energy and see what we have here. We have got a Three of Fire up here. And this is a good card because this card is a card of awareness. The three in most tarot and any deck that you find is an awareness card. It is a manifesting number. It is being able to take what you have and put it forward and use it as a catalyst to promote your journeys, your endeavors out in the world at this time. So you could find yourself in December maybe gathering things up or preparing. Somebody could be moving in with you, or you could be moving in with somebody, or traveling a great distance to be with family or be with somebody of importance at this time. And it's done with awareness, and there's a certain amount of like jovial understanding to it. Like happy awareness is the feeling I'm getting. It's kind of like you're taking it all in, but at the same time you are being very resourceful. You're very prepared. The Leo side is almost, I feel as well, doing some mirroring work, like clues coming in that the energy that we are propagating and putting out into the world is being mirrored by what's coming back to us at this time. And this is through the actions, the words of others. The situation, whether it is smooth sailing or adverse at this time, can be directly related to what we are actually putting out in terms of our frequencies and our energies at this time. And this is the follow your dreams card, follow your passions card. If there is time and opportunity for you to do some undertakings that allow you to step away from like mundane routine and responsibilities, this Three of Wands is saying make sure you take that time. Make sure you're doing these things for yourself, and they're not just like in the planning stage, that you're putting some action forward, okay? Very good card to see here coming in from your Leo side. Now, let's take a look and see what's happening for Virgo. And wow, you guys have pulled the King of Air, or in a traditional tarot, the King of Swords. So for some of you, this is like you guys being like even more aware, and this is like on the practical side, very clear communication coming and going. If anything has sort of been like muddled, or riddled towards you, there is clarity coming from this card, and it's like your practical sense is like revealing this or unveiling this. I get a picture of like somebody like pulling a sheet back or curtain back, and like something being presented or finally understood with this card. Some of you could just be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, an Aquarius at this time, okay, possibly a Libra. But what we get a feeling here is a sense of mastery when it comes to putting forward our expectations through actually verbalizing it, and through like kind of pace setting or leading by example. Even with the King of Swords or the King of Air here, it's like people can look to you, they see what you're doing, and then they can finally get a gist of like, oh yeah, this is like an energy that needs to be matched or worth matching. Because at the same time, you, I feel, have this mirroring energy going on for the people around you that are very in tune. It will be like smooth sailing with them. They will just get it. It will just click, and there will be harmonious times around you. But for people who may have not like elevated their frequencies or their energy levels, you may find that you're just not wanting to put yourself in positions with these people, or they may be quick to judge you or upset with you at this time. In effect, they may like accuse you of like acting too quickly or not listening, when the case is like completely the opposite, that they're just not verbalizing or they are not being clear at this time. And so it's kind of like you may want to just decide to up and move away from that person or that situation when that is kind of occurring, because very important for you to be energetically matched as you move through December. And you will know it. It won't even be a question. When it comes to these people in these situations, you're just going to be like, nope, not for me, gotta go, see you later. Or, wow, yeah, let's stay, let's spend a few hours on this, or let's spend a day or two together, like working together, or maybe just Netflix and chilling, with your special someone, because you are feeling that energy match, right? That frequency match. It's like you could have the best friend, the best BFF in the world, and it's like sometimes you just need that time apart because the energies may not be matching, or it may feel like, it's like pulling teeth to like get a point across, or to get on the same page in regards to like hanging out or going and do something, and it's just best to take a break. And then other times it's like it just feels like everything is clicking, everything is going right, and it's like you can feel completely open to be yourself, and you are appreciative of that other person feeling that exact same way, of being open and being themselves. So it's very nice cards to see here in your signifiers. Let's get a few tarot to see what's going on here. Just kind of because, we're dealing with it. We're living life. We're doing it. And you guys had to wait a bit for these December readings. So hopefully they're hitting at the right time as well, general readings. So let's see how the Leo side resonates for you. Oh, look at this. Now we're pulling in, doubling up on this King of Swords, on this King of Air. So for some of you, I definitely feel you are dealing with an air sign at this time. An Aquarius, a Gemini, or possibly a Libra, who is in your environment. And this person, it's gonna, like, for some of you, I feel it's kind of split. For some of you, it's like, it is good harmony. It is like good communication and a good time to accomplish things together with this air sign. But for others of you, it goes back to that pulling teeth kind of thing. It's like you may be trying to work together, but are the motivations different? Is the technique different? And is it a little bit frustrating at times to like maybe, get together with this person or have this person see your point of view or that sort of thing? So this is like if two people are willing to see where the other person is coming from and can actually start communicating very articulately and in depth, things could be very harmonious. But you may need to take some time away from this air sign person so that the energy can time out a little bit better, or the frequencies can match up perhaps just on a day where it's like your mind isn't drifting or their mind isn't worried about other responsibilities other than what's going on with you, okay? So big things coming up with an air sign for you guys. So that's kind of interesting. Not doing any reversals on these cusp readings. We're just letting the tarot do the work. Now we've got a 3 of Cups coming in from your Virgo side. So you are going to be feeling like being a little bit more extroverted, I feel, at this time. Virgo is probably doing a little bit of releasing, trying to find some comfort zones for energy matching and for personal relationships with friends, that sort of thing. And as well, I feel like your environment is stable, it's sound. So you may just need a little bit of nudge to go get out and have some fun, to go and do some things that make you feel good and, kind of like loosen the bootstraps, so to speak, when it comes to just like being able to kick your shoes off and relax in other people's stories, other people's presence, appreciating maybe you'll go out and see a band, see a live show, something of this nature, and you don't want to worry about, oh my goodness, I haven't been out till midnight in, maybe 3 or 4 years, and you might get all worried, but this 3 of Cups is just saying, just let it go. Don't worry too much. If that circadian rhythm, if you have to make that small sacrifice to, go out and have some fun, it's not like the world is going to end, if you're not Cinderella, back in the castle by midnight type thing. Try to push those thoughts away. And again, this energy matching as well. I feel it's definitely very split. Half the people that you converse with and that you share with, maybe some of them are just ghosting and disappearing, and then others could be just too much like all up in your life really quick, like, and you could be not struggling, but you could be just like rushing to find time for people or to switch or rearrange plans and things like that nature. But it is a time of celebration, and you guys are putting out good, articulate, and harmonious energy into the universe, so that should be matched. There should be no trouble. We've got It's like weird how this is crisscrossing. It's a very balanced time for you guys on this cusp. Like, see, the threes came out this way and these kings came out this way. It's like, wow, this is like not too bad at all. All right. And in the middle, we've got the Four of Cups. So what do we do with this all? That's probably why you're here. Like, what do we do with all this stuff that's going on around us and how we're feeling towards these situations? Are your feelings justified at this time? Or are you feeling that spending too much time with a person or thinking out about a person ends up in stress or anxiety? Or perhaps somebody else has been, putting their responsibilities ahead of you, and it could be having you feeling a little bit like, oh, well, maybe I don't mean that much to that person. But the Four of Cups, the thing to remember here is that there's something you're refusing to see. There's something that there needs to be like some inner work done. See how she's a little bit closed off here? And we have this energy where it's like you want to like promote this, what you have to offer into the world, so that you can be aware of it and recognize it as it comes into you from your environment. Because currently right now what I feel is it's very balanced. You guys are having stable, strong, and manifesting energy around you, like the ability to do so. But there's a bit of a blinder or a refusal or an inability to see a greater potential that is there, okay? So we're just going to get a few clarifiers on these cards, and then we'll go from there. Because the Four of Cups is not a bad card, so to speak. It just like could mean that you're like feeling a little bit, apathetic even at times, okay? And the key in the cage here, look at this. Like, only you can set you free. It's like, what is that old Eagles song? It's like, sometimes we spend our whole life living in chains, never knowing that we have the key, right? So it's like, if something's got you downtrodden, if something's got you feeling like you can't perk up or match these energies, or you feel like nobody is energetically matched to you, it's up to you to diversify these energies and to open up and allow yourself new ways of perceiving, new ways of just saying, I don't give a rat's fat ass. I'm going to go out and I'm just going to do this myself, and I'm going to dress the way I want. And if people can't accept me or accept that, then you know that the energy is matched through these acceptance. But there is some sort of liberating thing that's coming along here that's going to allow you to go farther or to see new things, okay? That's what this story tells me, right? Is like there is a journey happening here, and it is for a revelation. It is for some sort of new understanding to come in, and when that does, it is going to be more of a liberating feeling. You could be letting go of an old way, an old habit, an old understanding, and so that it's just not dogging you or bringing you down anymore, okay? Let's see why this King of Air and this King of Swords is here. This is interesting, because for a lot of you, I do feel this is an Aquarian person, or any air sign, someone with a lot of air in their charts, right? Coming down to communication and those type things. Wow, we sure got a mipful out of here. All right, so something to do with literature, books. Maybe you are conversing with somebody, a long-distance type relationship, whether it's chatting via online or through the internet. Remember at this time that air signs, even though are effective communicators, it's very tough to gauge the emotion or the intent behind words, especially if they are coming in the written form. If you're reading them on your computer monitor or in a letter or something like that, or you wish to express something and you're like, well, I told them, but they just don't seem to understand the depth at which I'm trying to achieve by telling them this. It could be because it's like they are not that open book of emotion. They are that clear, concise, what is done, what is written is, and you know, when what is said, and it's like, it's almost like convicting type energy. It's like, it's very tough to have them walk a mile in your shoes, especially if you're trying to do it, you know, and your communication is not, I don't know, coming across as like, if neither side is opening up emotionally, it's like the words are just lost, or the words can do more damage than good at this time. So that is a definitely a warning there for some people. I feel it'd be best to speak in person, and it would be best to speak from the heart and to allow your emotions, your words to carry your emotions and not just be words, or even straight up tell this air sign, it's like, wow, you told me that, but I don't see the expression. I don't see the proof in the pudding. That kind of thing would be very interesting to see how that plays out for you, okay? But we've got some cards of greater permanence here with this air sign. They could be a rock, or somebody like some form of this stable energy coming in again. For some of you, it's almost like you tend to be able to draw, especially the Virgo side, I feel, be able to draw off of that practicality, how you're energetically matched with that practical side. And this is somebody that could be in your life for the long haul. So could be like a partner, a business partnership, or this could be like a significant other. If you're coupled up and you're questioning them, or maybe you haven't been getting along, these cards remind me to say, hey, look at the good times, look at how far you've come, and look at the road ahead and how much more of a long haul we got to go. Ideally, what you want to do is get over these smaller bumps and hurdles. And sometimes, like if frustration and anger is the only emotion to come out, we have to be quick to quell it and remember the stability or the foundations of which that it was built upon. So some of you could be reminiscing over the holiday season, becoming very nostalgic and very kind of seeing forward, planning the future with somebody and that sort of thing. So it's good cards. I feel like they're just small hiccups or bumps, or there could be some emotional frustration that's occurred because we're dealing with two people who are very literal and very practical. And it's like if emotions are suppressed, then it's like we can get lost in the frustration of the moment. And it's tough to come back to that where we feel good in the moment. When we ask ourselves, are we truly happy? Why are we truly happy? To get those emotional releases happening together and as one. And I get it. I understand if you're dealing with an air sign, male or female, it's really tough. It's really tricky. And you know what? I do. I wish you the best of luck. But here, look at this. This Virgo side is like softening. It is opening up. It is really saying like, you know what? I'm willing to meet you halfway. I'm willing to be a part of the team rather than having to crack the whip and lead everything or make all the decisions. I am in acceptance, and I am ready to give. I am ready to be gracious, and I am ready to receive. I am ready to try and understand you better, and that sort of thing. And this through your friendships and partnerships at this time as well. And as well, the gifting, the holiday season, it's going to be big for you. You may find yourself spending quite a bit of time to show your appreciation through gifting, or somebody coming to you with a lot more than what you expected coming from them in regards to gifting at this time. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys. Very awesome cusp. And again, sorry this reading was a bit late. I hope you all have an awesome December and a great holiday season, and we'll see you next time.